Okay, in this video, I want to talk about the proposal of alterations to the main building. This is going to be where the vote comes in, the vote of the membership. And again, to reiterate, this is not a decision for the board. This is not a decision for the board president. I'm going to tell you everything that I know about this situation. This is a situation that has to be addressed according to the Florida statutes on condominium management. Is required, must be voted on and approved by no less than 2/3 of the membership. Now, what I'm about to show you is something that the new board president, Troy Jr., has known about for over a month, probably 6 weeks. And he decided that this was not a good deal, or it wasn't a good idea. Now, I don't know why he thought it was a good idea, because Troy doesn't take phone calls. We don't know why Troy thinks it's not a good idea, because Troy hasn't told anybody. He hasn't even told the rest of the board. So we're not real happy with Troy. And you shouldn't be either. Because Troy is keeping information from you that he is required by the Florida statutes on condominium management to tell you about. And he hasn't told you. And that is the reason that you've seen the ballots for the board recall. All we want is for the board to do the right thing and follow the statutes. Now, we have a whole group of 5 new board members that you're going to get a ballot on in a couple of days, and I suggest you vote them in. Every one of them I've been dealing with personally, and I know personally, and I know they want to do the right thing. They want to drive their own property values up by getting this place cleaned up and making the necessary changes that need to be made in order for everybody to double their value on their property. That's not a bad idea. Most importantly, they're very good people. Most importantly, they're good people who want to do the right thing, not only by themselves, but by all the homeowners. Now, we've had board presidents in here for the last 15 years that only cared about their own success. You know, they've utilized the board to get cheap foreclosures by not telling anybody about foreclosures that come up as they're required to by law. You know, there have been a lot of underhanded stuff going on. I can give you a 30-minute speech on it. I know, because I've been involved in 2 board changes. And I know what's going on. And you probably know what's going on too. What you don't know is that you don't have to take it. You have lots of rights, more rights than the board and more rights than the board president. You just don't know it yet. But we'll get into that in a later video. But I'm going to show you here, as best I can with this overview, what the Marina Group wants to do. And then you can ask Troy Jr. why he thinks it's not a good idea. So the bathrooms in the breezeway, let me get this up here. Okay, the bathrooms in the breezeway are right here. All right, they're right there. That's not exact, but they're on this corner of the sidewalk of the breezeway, and it's bathrooms and showers, and they stay locked up because we've had homeless people coming in here, staying and shooting up and smoking their meth and all that good stuff. So they stay locked, and nobody knows who has the keys, and they're basically useless to us. And the laundry room is right here. All right. Forgive my drawing. It's hard to do on a computer. without right angles. But this is where the laundry room is. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you know where it is. The Marina Group proposes to swap these two things. They want to bring the bathrooms, or let me put it like this. They want to bring the laundry room up into the breezeway, which will make it better, actually, for anyone who utilizes it because they don't have to walk in the rain. So they want to bring it up. They want to bring the laundry room up into the breezeway where the bathrooms are currently. They are going to pay for the construction, the entire renovation, the washers, the dryers, the flooring, the walls, and a handicapped bathroom. And I think it has a shower with it. I could be wrong about the shower, but I know it includes a handicapped bathroom. And they're going to foot the bill for every red cent of it. They're not asking for anything in return except to move the bathrooms down to here. This is where they want the bathrooms to be. They're going to move the mechanical room over here to where the laundry room is. But the bathrooms are going to be here with 7 or 8 stalls and then 3 shower stalls along this wall that'll be louvered so that air can travel in and out, basically an air exchange, and it's going to be open on this side as well. So everybody that comes from the restaurant is going to come right down this hallway and go into the bathrooms right here. The people who have been out on the boats all day, they want to take a shower. They're going to get off their boat and travel from whichever slip their boat is. And they're going to travel right through here and come in and take a left and use one of these showers over here. So that's not a real big ask by the Marina Group. And I think it benefits us in a lot of ways. Number one, they're going to pay for it. Number two, we're going to have 8 stalls here for the bathroom that we'll always have access to because it's going to be open. This will not be gated off. It's going to be open so that you don't have to worry about a gate. You're outside hanging out, cooking out with your friends, you're having a good time, and you need to use the bathroom or whatever. You can come use one of these 8 stalls right here. It's never going to be closed off. That was Christopher's word that he gave me and Matt Smith when he walked us through all of this. And we believe that it's a really good switch. Also, one more thing about moving the laundry room up here. He's going to put a glass door in it, and it's going to have a combination lock, one of the new combination locks that everybody will have the code to, just like the swimming pool has now. And that will keep out, the drugs and the homeless people. And we won't have to worry about anybody shooting us or sticking a knife in us or needles laying around. It's going to make all of that go away. It's going to be much, much more secure than what we have now or than what we could have. I mean, this is just a really good deal in my opinion. And again, the Marina Group is going to pay for every red cent of it. They're not asking for anything in return. And it's going to be heated and cooled. It's going to have an HVAC system. So right now, the laundry room doesn't have an HVAC system. It's hotter than Hades in there in the summertime. And it's uncomfortable in the wintertime. So this is a win-win-win for the owners of the property of Sun Harbor. And why the board president thinks that's not a good idea, I can't figure out for the life of me. But it's time for you as an owner to stand up and say your piece. This board, homeowners don't work for the board. The board works for the homeowners. Service of the owners. That's what the board is called. That's the way it's described in the Florida statutes and in the Sun Harbor condominium rules. The board is in service to the ownership of each unit. You do not work for the board works for you. So does the management company. We'll get into some other videos about how the management company has been treating the membership as well, muting us on Zoom calls so that we can't talk, and the board president going right along with it so that he doesn't have to deal with it. And I can tell you right now, that is a breach of his responsibility as well as the management's responsibility. Every owner has a voice, and the law requires that voice to be heard. But you have to take action. You have to come to a meeting, even if it's just a Zoom meeting, and make yourself heard. And if you'd like to make yourself heard and ask the question on why your board president doesn't think this is a fantastic idea that we don't even have to pay for, you're welcome to do that very soon. Starting next week, we're going to do a presentation on May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th, May 5th, and May 6th at 5 o'clock Central Time. And you can find those links to those meetings on this website. I suggest you show up, because these people are putting in enough money to this property to completely change the game for you and your equity as an owner. So think about this. Meet us on one of the virtual calls. And if you have any questions, I or the new board will be happy to answer any questions you have. And we'll move on to the next one now.